All right, cloudy but dry right now across Connecticut. We are tracking a storm system to our west that brings wet weather. Why the timing is on our side for the weekend. That's ahead in the early warning forecast.
Also ahead at noon, alarming allegations about the rioters in Washington, D.C. New court filings shedding light on what they intended to do to elected officials. Plus, speeding up the vaccine rollout, thousands of doses are expected to arrive in Connecticut any day when the next group of people could be vaccinated. Eyewitness News at noon starts in just 60 seconds. Join us on this busy news day.
Connecticut's #1 local news. This is Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
First at noon, the weekend now just hours away, and a dry start to our Friday as we take a live look outside of Middletown. But unfortunately, it's just not going to stay that way very long. Meteorologist Mark Dixon is tracking some wet weather that is on its way on this Friday. Right, Mark?
Yeah, it's going to be rain that will impact the entire state, unlike the rain we had in parts of Connecticut yesterday. But we do have a lot of clouds right now. We're dry on early warning pinpoint Doppler, the state's only live radar. And as we head through the evening hours, that is when our chances for at least scattered showers will increase. So there you can see the cloud cover across southern New England right now. The storm system we're tracking is off to our west. You can see that counterclockwise spin over Iowa and parts of Illinois. It's going to be heading east. A front is going to move in our direction. A wave of low pressure is going to ride along that, enhancing the threat for some steady, heavier rain later on tonight. So right now we've got 34 in Winsted, 36 Woodbridge. West Hartford's at 37. Wolcott is at 39. There's a little bit of a northeasterly breeze, so when that's up, it makes it feel a couple degrees chillier. But to inland today, we're going to make our way to the low 40s, and along the shoreline this afternoon, kind of steady out 43, 44, perhaps 45 in a few spots, and no major drop in temperature as we head through the evening hours. In fact, temperatures tonight will remain steady, if not rise a bit as we head toward daybreak tomorrow. So here's Futurecast showing the abundant cloud cover this afternoon. Notice little specks of green. They start developing after sunset, and as we head through the evening hours into the overnight time frame, rain becomes likely at times, moderate to heavy. See some specks of pink and blue in extreme northwest Connecticut. Perhaps you could see a period of a little wintry mix there, but for most of the state from beginning to end, this is going to be rain. Tomorrow morning, the steady, heavier rain tapers off, and then we're going to see at least the potential through tomorrow afternoon for some isolated scattered showers, isolated to scattered showers with maybe a few intervals of sunshine. We'll have the latest on how much rain could fall, also what happens on Sunday and for the rest of this MLK Jr. holiday weekend in the early warning 7-day forecast.
Thanks, Mark. Breaking developments now surrounding the riots in D.C. We are learning new details about what was planned last week in our nation's capital. In court filings, federal prosecutors say rioters intended to capture and even assassinate elected officials. This comes as Washington prepares for a scaled-down inauguration on Wednesday with warnings of potential violence. Thousands of National Guard troops from around the nation are headed to D.C. to help keep the peace. Channel 3's Natalie Brand is on Capitol Hill with what's being done.
Banners are going up on the viewing stand outside the White House ahead of next Wednesday's presidential inauguration. While outside the Capitol, newly installed razor wire sits atop 7-foot-tall fences to help ensure the transfer of power goes smoothly.
We're seeing protesters overcome the police.
Law enforcement is taking no chances following last week's Capitol assault and the threat of more violence from domestic extremist groups.
We are seeing an extensive amount of concerning online chatter, I guess the best way I would describe it, about a number of events surrounding the inauguration.
The intense security measures range from dozens of road closures to security checkpoints like this one, enforced with military vehicles and National Guard troops, and the heightened security extends far beyond Capitol Hill.
Our perimeter is expansive. It basically covers most of downtown Washington, D.C. It's effectuated by many, many miles of hard fence, and is supported by many, many thousands of law enforcement and National Guard personnel.
More than 20,000 National Guard troops are coming to the Capitol from as far away as California, but security concerns remain high in every state. Authorities are warning law enforcement nationwide to be on high alert for potential attacks on state capitals, federal buildings, businesses, even homes of lawmakers.
Cities like New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Houston, I've been talking to the chiefs and commissioners in most of those cities. They're all on almost one of the highest states of alert they've ever been.
And officials warn the danger of violence may extend far beyond next week's inauguration. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.